In 2023, I was a full-time videographer working 12-hour days just to make $10,000 per month. And in the past 2 years, I've transitioned from working as a freelance videographer to starting my own AI agency and making upwards to $50,000 per month. And in this video, I'm going to go over the exact roadmap that I took to transition from a freelancer to an agency owner. And a lot of you are watching this video. Maybe you do come a freelance background, maybe you did web design, maybe you were a videographer, or maybe you did some projects for a couple clients, but you weren't able to fully transition into an agency, which means totally removing yourself from the process so that a business runs by themselves. And in the past 2 years, I've faced various different things that you might be facing right now. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why it's so important and what steps you need to take to scale from a freelancer to a videographer. And if you can relate to my story, I'd love to share how I was struggling and now I'm able to run a online business from Budapest, Hungary, and anywhere that I please. Only 2 years ago, when I was a freelance videographer, I had just graduated college and I wanted to pursue what I was passionate about. I wanted to make videos and make money from making those videos. And so to do this, there were a couple of actions that I needed to take daily. I needed to make videos daily, post on social media, and I had to do client outreach. So the scalability of my business relied on these actions. Me filming the client projects, me editing the projects, me reaching out to the clients, and me posting on social media, right? These are the 4 actions that would scale a videography business as a videographer at the time. And that's likely what you're facing right now, whether it's videography, web design, or anything, is you are doing all of those actions. You have no scalability because you are the bottleneck in your business. And at the time, I wanted to make $10,000 per month. I thought by making $10,000 per month as the benchmark that I'd be set, right? That this is a benchmark in my business that I'd be doing okay, but it couldn't be further from the truth. And in reality, it didn't happen overnight. For me to make $10,000 per month as a videographer, it actually only took me 3 months. What happened was I graduated college and I took the money that I made during college from internships and working videography jobs, and I went to Bali and Southeast Asia and various different countries to travel, party, and just live my life thinking that I would just film videos, post on social media, and go viral like Jay Alvarez. There were some, Jay Alvarez moments, and I don't regret any decisions I made in my life, partying, jumping off waterfalls, and filming cool videos that you might see on my social media today. But I was struggling on. When I was in Asia, I couldn't really make over $3,000 per month. And $3,000 per month, you're balling in Asia, but that's not a business where you can't scale. A business isn't making $3,000 per month, right? I come from America. 3,000 is nothing. And so I came back to the US. I was broke, barely any money left in my bank account from partying. And so the best thing I could do is with my existing skill set, I took on videography gigs. It's a good thing I had a lot of existing connections back in the US. So I picked up weddings on the weekend, and then I took my savings, moved to Austin, got an apartment, and the first month I made 4K, 6K, 12K, 13K. So in the span of 3 months, I made 10K per month, and I saved around $30,000 before I made the mistake again to go travel and party again. You'd think that I learned a lesson there, but I didn't. So I paid $30,000, and I went to go party again with all the money, came back again. And then I was broke again, and then that's where I started my agency, right? I had a friend who started a course from Serge Guattari's program, and he was making $30,000 per month consistently. And I was like, tell me what I need to do. I would just follow exactly the steps that you tell me. But before that, I went through a 2-year stint of partying broke, but I did make $10,000, $12,000, $13,000. But the biggest problem that I had there was scalability. To where I had a degree that I enjoyed my work. I loved making those videos. I loved traveling, but I didn't have freedom, right? If I was not in the business doing the work, I did not make any money, right? So imagine I made the $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 months, and then I go fucked off to Asia. Well, guess what happened? Well, your income drops because I'm not now filming and editing videos all the time. I'm partying, I'm traveling, I'm riding motorcycles on the beach. Like, those are not things you can do that make money. Whereas if you had your own business, now I can go rip motorcycles on the beach and make money while doing so. But I couldn't do that as a freelancer. And what I lacked was scalability, and I had a lot of skills, but I didn't delegate and find people and learn the skills that a business owner has in an agency to find people to do the things that I shouldn't do in my place. But more importantly, now with AI, you don't even need to hire employees. Posting on social media, all these things, editing, you don't even need to hire a VA or employee to do all these things. A lot of your current workflows could be automated with AI. And slowly, with all these tools, you can go from a videographer to an agency owner. But the greatest mindset shift that I had was if I continued doing these things, I had a sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy means you're doing something for so long that you feel like by changing the way you do things, you've already invested so much time that you don't want to leave, right? Kind of like, a guy or girl, you're in a relationship and you've been in a relationship for 4 years, she cheats on you or do something that you don't like and you know it's bad for the relationship, but you stay anyways and you overlook it because, well, I've been in a relationship for 5-6 years. But that's a mindset that you have to get rid of. And back when I was a videographer, I had been working basically from 18 to 23, 24 years old. The past 5-6 years of my life, I was a videographer. Freelance, part-time, full-time, whatever, but I was a videographer. And so to let go of all the 5-6 years of experience that I've accumulated, wasn't something I wanted to do. But I knew in order to become the person that I wanted to be, I had to let go of all these things and learn new skills. But of course, there were skills that I learned from videography that totally translated into myself being an agency owner, right? Like I knew how cameras work. I knew how to edit. I knew how to post organically on social media, right? I knew kind of how the algorithms on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those things worked. I knew how to make videos so that the video that you're seeing now isn't totally crappy, right? I had a degree of skill set, right? But I also need to let go of the mindset that I had to start an agency and have the freedom that I wanted, right? And so for you in your position today, if you're looking to start an agency, there are things that you need to sacrifice and let go to build a business that has the freedom that you want. The location freedom, the time freedom, and the skill freedom, removing yourself from the process. And so we have to let go of that mindset that I've spent so much time in this job, I've spent so much time in this skill that it's hard for me to let go. I understand that it is, but if you want the location, time freedom, and all these things on the other side of having a actual business, you need to let go of some of the limiting beliefs that you had. And so exactly what I did, even when I started a business, is still very difficult, is I was learning a new skill set. And so in any online business nowadays, there's a couple of skills that I think are relevant. Number one is sales, right? Yes, you can do drop shipping, you can do, Amazon FBA. It doesn't require you to talk to anyone. But let's be honest, as AI progresses, what's there left for people like us to do? Well, people buy from people, right? I'm going to sell something. I'm not going to buy from an AI person trying to sell me something yet. AI can't replace salespeople yet. So in an online business, later on, Amazon FBA, all these things, they'll be automated, totally. Dropshipping, all automated by AI, right? To where you can just do one click of a button, find a product, all these things, that'll be done. Because you're not buying from a person. You're buying from content and all these things that you see on an online store. They're not going to require people later on, right? It's going to be totally monopolized. People buy from people. And this is going to be the trend still for the next 3 years. Yes, people are going to start buying from TikTok influencers on TikTok Shop, but to buy high ticket products and services, we're not going to have AI people sell things. So in online business, one of the skills that you need to learn sales, right? And you're not going to do sales by yourself in your business forever. You're going to learn the skill of sales, selling to other people, and then you're going to train other people to sell in your place. When the next thing is marketing and content. For now, people still rather watch me talk than an AI version of me talk, right? You can, for now, tell that If I was speaking to the camera versus an AI will speaking to the camera, it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different passion behind the way I speak and the things I speak about. And so it's very important that the next thing that you learn beyond sales is marketing, right? How do you sell one to many? Because you can't sit on every single sales call. We can't have a salesperson sit on every sales call in order to sell things in your business, right? You need to have marketing. You need to sell one to many, have distribution for people to get warmed up to you, right? To make the sale easier, right? You need to create content on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And the best way to do this is find one channel. For most people, I think the most lucrative channel is YouTube, right? I like to break down when we learn things and do things, I would like to break it down into what is one thing I can learn at a time, and what is one specific action, and how long does it take to make a specific video, right? I strongly believe that, yeah, you can post on TikTok daily, Instagram daily. The best thing to master an online business is YouTube, right? Post daily on YouTube, and don't stress about the quality of the videos. Just get quantity and figure out how the algorithm works. You will be a couple steps actually like 10 steps farther than most business owners, because they don't post on YouTube daily, right? So learn marketing, right? And learning marketing isn't like taking a course or going to school, getting a bachelor's in marketing. No, the best thing for you to learn marketing is post every freaking day on YouTube. You're going to learn marketing faster and learn how to market yourself more than someone going to 4-year degree, right? So learn sales, learn marketing. And last thing is, sales and marketing is crucial to any online business. The next thing is, well, what are you building, right? And and unfortunately now, building is a lot of it's done to AI. So people building softwares, people building automations, a lot of the skills and services that people provide today, even video editing, is slowly being commoditized. And so as we see technology and AI progress and skills and products become slowly commoditized because AI is going to do these things for us, you need to learn how to prompt engineer, right? You need to learn how to build the AI products and services that automate the commoditized services, right? How, right? For example, like the videographers who don't want to learn AI, okay, be the guy that learns the AI for the videographers and offers that as a product or service, right? There's so many businesses out there that are just stubborn and stuck in their mind. They won't learn AI, but be the person that learns, finds a specific skill set, and automate it for them. Right. So if you learn sales, you learn marketing, and you learn how to automate a specific skill set, it can be any skill set. Maybe you come from a specific background, maybe video editing, and you want to help people automate their video editing process. Create a workflow to automate that for them. Right. There's Sora. There's so many different ways to even automate video editing and ad creation that you don't even need a videographer anymore for most businesses. Right. Whereas before, you needed to find a UGC creator, you need to get on camera. Now you can just have Sora prompt and create a video ad and test multiple variations, right? So you learn sales, you learn marketing, and you learn to automate a specific skill set. These 3 things, you have an online business. But in actionable steps, this is what I would exactly do. So in sales quite literally means like you talk to another person and say, hey, you want to buy this, man? Right? So start speaking to the people that you want to sell to, right? Start DMing, start cold calling, start running ads so you can speak to and get in front of these business owners. And maybe you're saying, well, I'm already doing this well, like I'm already speaking to, okay, how many people that you want to sell to, how many did you speak to in the past week? If that number is less than 5 or still even less than 10, you got work to do. Because true masters of a specific niche or specific problem, they speak to at least 5 to 10 of their target audience per day. How do you know you can solve a particular person's problem if you don't speak to 5 to 10 of these people per day? And if you don't think you do, or maybe you think you have all the problems, anyone today can go to ChatGPT, be like, what are the problems that plumbers and videographers have? Information is everywhere now. It's one prompt away. But who is going to go talk to all these plumbers, engineers, and videographers over the phone 5 to 10 times per day and actually solve their problems? Who's going to win? The prompt nerd or the person who actually goes and talks to these people because he doesn't have social anxiety? That's an easy answer here. The next thing, marketing. Post daily on YouTube, and then learn from there. And then start from YouTube and then move to the other channels, right? And just learn from there. Easy action. And then now the last thing is prompt engineering is learn a particular way. There's so many tools for automations, but just find one that fits your most specific skill set, right? If you come from, you use Cursor, you can use Replit, you can use ChatGPT's Agent Kit, right? There's so many tools. Just go high level, right? Go learn a specific platform and automate a person's skills or a specific product or service from there. If you do all these three things and you do it consistently for 30, 60, 90 days and for 6 months, 12 months, and you do exactly these things, sell, markets, automates, you have an AI agency, but more so you have this is AI agency, this business model is the business that is going to be recession proof, and AI won't automate you in the next 3 years, right? And so if you're watching this video and you're thinking about, okay, now I've seen this content, I've watched William talk for the past couple of minutes. What is it that I need to do? Well, I told you. You need to start talking to the people you want to sell to 5-10 times per day. You need to create a YouTube video every single day about what you're selling. And you can go learn a tool how to automate. And if you do these 3 things per day, even if you spend only 1 hour per day on these 3 things, you do 3 hours per day. I don't care if you work a 9 to 5, I don't care what you do. You have 3 hours per day, right? Don't eat 3 meals per day, right? Like, there's a sacrifice that you need to make. And that's exactly what I did. Is I did all these 3 things every single day. I posted on Instagram when I first started every single day. I posted on YouTube. I talked to 5 to 10 business owners per day, and I learned go high level. And all these 3 things allowed me, just doing these 3 tasks, allowed me to scale to an AI agency business that I have today, right? There are so many things, there's information overload. But if you do these 3 things, and you do it consistently, at least for 30 days, you are going to progress 5-10 steps more than someone who's just watching content and never taking any action. And if you want to work with my team to scale your AI agency even faster, step by step, click the link below and book a call with my team to see if you're a good fit to work with us.